Hey everybody, welcome back. Glad you made it. It is another So-So production. What day is today? Friday the 13th, baby. Welcome back, mother lovers. Buckle up. Long-time listeners and viewers, thank you for all the love and support. Newbies to the show, buckle up. It's going to be another bumpy ride as per usual. We're going to keep it loosey-goosey. Daddy's back, your captain speaking. We're in the cockpit about to take off, baby. Buckle up. We're going to have turbulence. It's a little bit of turbulence, but don't worry, baby. We'll get through it together. Hope you're all doing well. It is the end of the work week, almost there. Some of you might put in a Saturday shift like your boy. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're safe and sound, and I hope you're getting ready to start your weekend off on a high note. Things are moving. We're moving, baby. This train is chewing forward. Moving along. We're here asking serious questions, asking silly questions, answering the internet's most sought after questions, like, all our ladybugs truly ladies? Are all the ladybugs out there really ladies, or are they, some of them, are they just slipping in there pretending to be ladies? We dug deep and we found out that no, not all ladybugs are the same. How do you distinguish the difference between a ladybug and a male ladybug? And believe it or not, fun fact, fun little fact, the male species in the ladybug species is actually slightly smaller than the female ladybug, and they like to climb on top and do the dirty when it's mating season. And that's what it is. A little bit of fun facts for you guys. But if you're just roaming the streets out there thinking all ladybugs are ladies, well, you're in for a surprise, because next thing you know, you're going down to Bangkok, going down to, you're going into the Southeast Asian part of the world. You're doing a little bit, you've done a little bit of this, you've done a little bit of that, you've heard stories. You want to go drink a little bit of Red Bull and tequila in the evening and hit a new nightclub. Next thing you know, you're hooking up with a ladybug. 2 hours later, you're into it, you can't back out. Now, surprise, surprise, guess what that is? You got conned. It's what it is, but you gotta ask. Slightly smaller, so look for those, because you don't want, and that's the thing, maybe that's your thing, and that's completely cool too. But that's, because earlier on today I saw a couple of ladybugs and it just occurred to me, I'm like, are all ladies? Are all ladybugs? What's going on out here? What are we doing out here? Serious questions, silly questions, but it's the, again, most sought after questions of the internet. Are all ladybugs? It's answered. Done. We dug deep, we did the research. It's official. Good to be alive, man. Good to be alive and kicking. Trying to pick up a little bit. If anybody out there wants to sponsor your boy, any different companies, and I like to keep it real, 100. I'll go ahead and I wrote a little something. I wrote a little something for you. And this is, again, if anybody's thinking out there that this is for them, this is not for you. This is for you. Okay? One of my favorite products. Let's see what we wrote. Let's see if you can remember. Check it. Check it. Check it. My biotin gummies are all stuck together. It's that heat, it's that weather. Can your boy get some cheddar? Do I make you feel better? If I ever slip and fall, it'll be in my sweater. What? That's like a 90s rap for biotin. Sponsor your boy. What's biotin, you're asking? It's these little gummy bears. Good for your hair and nail and shit. Just like that, so if you want to surprise your boy, go ahead and drop that DM. Be like, we're your sponsor, and I've been eating these gummies for a couple of years. My hair and nail, could it have been better? I don't know. It seems to be working just fine, though. That's the thing. So, biotin, hit me up. That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. Hope you guys are all safe and sound out there, man. He's back. Who's back? Arnold's back. Terminator's back. Saw a little clip, and I love Arnie, dude. I love Arnie. Shout out to Arnie. But it was a little bit disheartening. Just because, But then again, it's a little bit, I kind of like it. I love it whenever the, some members of the upper strata of society, whenever they're talking down on other people, or just, I love it. Whether it's your TC, whether it's your Arnie, whoever it is, I love it. You let the peasants know what's up. You let them know who's running this show. You let them know who's wearing masks, who's not wearing masks. He's here to terminate your freedoms. Personal freedoms we're talking about, of course. But who needs them? He says, screw your freedoms, baby. Why your mask? Yeah. And that's Is it? Maybe it's a tumor. It's not a tumor. Let's do that again. Maybe it's not a tumor. Ugh. Damn, I fucked it up. It's not a tumor. Get down. Ugh. Not hitting the... You know what? Vocal cords is just not picking it up today. They're not just, you know. It is what it is, but that's the thing. Arnie came out. And shout out to Arnie. Everybody loves Arnie. Who doesn't love Arnie, dude? But that's the thing, man. When people just get up, and everybody's got a voice. Everybody's got to voice their voice. Everybody's got to, you know, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. And, you know, everybody likes to draw analogies. This, that, and the other. And if you want to break it down, this is where we, you know, I'm not a science person, but I'm a man of science. I'm for vaccination. I'm for safe vaccination. I'm for common sense. I'm for personal freedoms, collective freedoms. I'm for having a good time. And I'm for, you know, questioning things a little bit. And the science comes out and says this. The gist of it is this. And again, you can look into it yourself. But the science, the gist of the science is that if you get the shots, you may still get infected. You may still, you know, give it off to somebody else. You may infect yourself. You may get infected. You may infect somebody else. It's just like any other medicine. It might work. It might not work. It's not bulletproof. And it might, you know, some of you guys might get it and nothing will happen. Some of you guys might get it and something might happen. And that's the reality. But to go on ahead and just be like, screw this and screw that, and again, draw these little divisions in society. No bueno. What happened to working together, guys? What happened, Arnie? That's all right. That's okay. But that's what it is. You let them know who's in charge. You let them know, and that's the thing. I'll be looking through the corporate media just to see if I can find a little bit of, you know, a little bit of diversity, a little bit of common ground, but it seems very much one-sided. They'll go up to one restaurant in Toronto and be like, how are your operations going? One restaurant will be like, oh, I'm going to demand vaccine passports from my patrons. And all of a sudden, that one person becomes a representative of a whole demographic. Everybody. And that's the thing. They'll make a clip, 2-3 minutes. They'll go talk to 2-3 individuals who voice the same kind of opinion. And that's what it is. It's a little bit of that good old-fashioned bullying and coercion. How do you get stuff done? Bullying and coercion works like magic. So, yeah, even though it's not, and a lot of people have gotten it, and that's the thing, from the get-go, I've always been saying, if you want to go get it, go get it. If you don't want to go get it, it's your personal right. You should be able to have control over what you put into your body. And your boy likes to put stuff in his body, all right? Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not pretend that we've not put stuff in our bodies. Chemicals, things, this, that, and the other. We don't need to get nasty over here, okay? Keep your mind out of the gutter. What we're talking about is personal choice. It's not about anything else. It's just a matter of, does it make sense? Does it really make sense? Can you ever have any one sort of recipe and apply it to everything generically? Name me one thing that you can't. Name me one thing that you can apply to the world generically. Like, everybody must do this one thing in order for things to work out. Never been done before. And it's funny for, you know, celebrities, you know, random peeps to come and voice concerns and say it's, you know, personal freedoms aren't important. That's the founding cornerstone of North America, specifically America, a little bit of, you know, Canada. We like to dabble in a little bit of freedom ourselves, but, you know, cornerstone of these nations, the Western societies, built upon freedom, notions of personal freedom, collective freedom together. And again, we like to keep it level-headed around here, baby. We like to keep it level-headed around here. It's not bulletproof. You may still catch shit. You may still pass around other stuff. And for some reason, we're only hearing one rhetoric. We're only hearing one kind of discourse. And the corporate media, whether it's Canadian corporate media, whether it's American corporate media, they've decided to, and on both sides, conservatives, liberals, they go at each other, just pit people against each other. And like when you talk to the average folk on the street, and your boy talks to peepsies, I'm out there on the streets asking questions, talking to people. Everybody's in that, you know, middle ground. Do what you will. Do what you want to do. Live your bestest life. But, you know. And looking at, you know what I mean, like, I love Arnie, man, but like looking at Arnold, I never thought this man's not for Big Pharma, dude. If anybody's for Big Pharma, it is what it is. Get down. Oh, it's just not coming through today. I really have a decent army. I'm not even joking, dude. I've been walking up and down the streets, and you know, it's a little bit. I'm trying to stay hydrated. That's on me. I'll make it better. Get inside the chopper. It's just not hitting right. Maybe it's a tumor. It's not a tumor. Close getting there. Vocal cords need to be, we need to soothe the vocal cords. That's what it is. But everybody's got a voice here, and I love Artie, man. I love everybody. That's the thing. People come and, represent this and that and just voice their concerns, and to each their own. That's completely fine. But again, we need to just, push forward, get businesses opened up, get more people up and about. This whole, mandate of you can do this, or I've been hearing you're gonna have to stay home if you don't get. What are you talking about? What is it? We're holding people hostage at this point. Holding people hostage. You have to do this so you can do other things. Well, it's a slippery slope. But it'll start with a little bit of this. Next thing you know, you'll need a booster shot, and the next year round it'll become mandatory for you to get other booster shots. And it's like, this is not even the definition of a vaccine. A vaccine, you're supposed to get it and you're supposed to be immune, If I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm not a science person, but let's take other vaccines. I believe if you can, nowadays you can take a vaccine for chicken pox and you're not gonna get it. Boom, done. One shot, one deal, dunzo gunzo. This is mix and match. Don't mix and match. Get it, and then wait, you might need a booster shot. The research shows that the boosters are helping. If the booster doesn't help, what will? Jeez Louise. If your booster is a hindrance, gosh. When do you have time to do the research on the booster? Is the booster the same shot as the regular shots? What's it doing? How are you guys developing these things really quickly and getting it, tested and approved? Wait, it's not yet approved? And even if it was, it's just what are we doing here? What is up with the big corporate media? That's all I'm asking. Because regular people, we just want businesses. If you're for business, you just want to earn a buck. Okay, let's not pretend people have cooties all around, and let's not give into the hysteria, people. And I've said it before, man, I'm gonna wait as long as possible. I'm not gonna get mine. Just because now you're doubling down. Your boy's gonna double down too. I'm not in a rush. Why should anybody have to do anything that they don't want to do? Especially when it's it works some of the time. Not all the time. It works some of the time, and it still has side effects. And of course, all medicines have side effects. So therefore, why should you be forced to take something that's not 100% guaranteed, that doesn't have any real benefits other than your rights that have been, grasped and taken away from you? That's the only thing. They're dingling your little freedoms in front of you, saying, "Oh, you want your restaurant, you want your movie theaters, anybody wants to go ahead and do that kind of thing. I'm not personally gonna partake in your establishment or place of business." That's as simple as it is. Whether it's an airline, whether it's we are the consumers, we are the people. We should be deciding what goes on in the real world. We shouldn't have things dictated to us. It doesn't make any sense. Especially by now. You guys have a high number of people who are vaccinated. It should be done and over with. But no. We're gonna go ahead and have a fourth wave. We're gonna go ahead and that. It's being trickled down. It's being peppered in the news. Get ready, people. Get ready. It's going to be an thing. If you don't want to go into another lockdown, you got to make sure 100%, 99% people must be vaccinated. Gosh. The level of fear inside people's head is unbelievable. And it's not your fault. It's not our fault. The media's got to do with it. The corporate media, rather. But that's the thing, you'll see it on the likes and the dislikes. A lot of people, people will go online and put the little thumbs down. They'll play it, they'll do that. They'll go like this, classic Caesar move, boom, down. And of course, this was never supposed to be an anti-vax movement, or even it's been politicized to be made this way. Everybody, for not like a whole bunch, everybody for the most part is in favor of medicine and science and proper safe vaccination. But when globally we've had to give up so many things, we've had to, shut our businesses down, go inside, socially distance, wear a mask, get muzzled. And then all of a sudden at the end, they're just making it seem like you're the bad guy, your neighbor's the bad guy, this guy, and it baffles me, but at the same time it doesn't, because that's what politicians do, that's what the corporate media does. They're not there to bring people together. You're not doing it. You're going out there, you're coming down like, you're just dictating. You're making things mandatory, this, that, and the other. But the people need to speak up. Voice your concerns. Personally, again, if an establishment wants to see passports and whatnot, it's not gonna go. It's as simple as that. Until it all just goes away. And that's the thing. We can all make it go away. We've never been about denying COVID. We've never been denying anything. We've just been about that common ground, that middle gray zone, and to pick camps. And you'll hear people. And whenever celebrities do anything, it's just like, man, your actions have a lot of consequences, because people, like, whether they like it or not, they'll hear about it, they'll talk about it, they get impacted by it, and all of a sudden you're doing, I'm not going to talk to my friends, or I'm going to not be in contact with those who haven't gotten their vaccines. And you're manipulating people's minds through your actions. If you want to keep it to yourself, bro, keep it to yourself. But that's the thing. These things should be just, why should we go out there and share our personal business of anything if we don't feel comfortable with it? Why do I have to show you any sort of ID, other than the fact that, like, you got to check for people to see if they're above age so they can consume beverages like alcoholic beverage. If you're having a nice daiquiri, if you're having a pint of Guinness or something, and you're trying to roll in there while you're 13, sure, classic. We've been doing that, it works. You got your driver's license, boom, you check it at the door, dunzo gunzo. But this whole back and forth with it's so lame. And I don't even know what we're doing in Canada while we're going, instead of focusing on getting the school year ready for the kids, instead of focusing on implementing better infrastructure for work, creating higher wages somehow, because there's always inflation. The prices in Canada, I'm talking about the housing market, it's skyrocketed. It's unimaginable how expensive this place has gotten. And we're not doing anything to we see rise in gun violence. Next thing you know, they're just like, we need to get the guns, get rid of the guns. Gun violence is on the rise. Why? Because it's been more than a year that people have not been able to go out there and fend for themselves, and we're continuously going on with the same rhetoric. What's going on, Canada? What's going on, you beautiful people? I know you guys are all feeling these feelings, and I know it's just, again, what gets amplified in the corporate media. That's the thing. It's a small portion of the population that has a large platform, and it's coming from the top down. I know you'll go out there, and it's so easy to just, manufacturing consent, man. It is so easy to just make up any story, get your evidence. And there seems to be a little bit of a spider just going up on my lens over here. Not anymore, not today, son. Oh, still lingering on. Get out of here, fella, lady. I don't know if that got recorded, but it was a tiny little white spider that just got up on the lens. Don't make me put you in a chokehold, boy. Put you in a chokehold, son. Put you in a triangle, bruh. Getting on me. Getting in my turf, dude. But whatever, at the end of the day, we're all about being team players around here. And yeah, we'll have to, again, just like we've been taking it thus far, we'll take it one day at a time. We'll have to assess things, but that's just how I feel. That's how a lot of people feel. There's protests all over the world, different cities, and people are voicing their opinions, but seems that this is the time to really, like, yeah, instead of focusing on all the things that we should be focusing on. I think Canada, we're heading into another election right now. The drums are being beaten. The drums are being beaten. What are we having another election for? Dude, it's not supposed to be at least for another couple of years. What are we having an election for? You want the majority of seats? You want the majority of seats? You're already in power. You're already doing, like, you already got all the power, dude. You want more power? Jesus. In the middle of all this, let's have another election. Nobody wants an election right now. Nobody wants an election right now. And like the candidates, who are the candidates? Same old, same old. Same old, same old. Left, right. Everybody sounds the same. Conservatives sound the same. Liberals sound the same. Everybody else sounds the same. They get up in their suits. You use their hands like this when they're talking and make points like this. And make grand promises. Make great promises and then go hop on their private jets. Go take trips. Go to restaurants. This, that, and the other. Again, the classic, do as I say, not as I do. Classic. Could we expect anything else from our politicians? I don't know. It's good to be able to don't have great expectations, because you're just gonna set yourself up for great disappointments. But that's what it is, man. When there's a ton of money involved, when there's politics involved in everything. That's why instead of chanting things like defund the police, no, let's actually fund the police. Let's bring in more staff. Let's recruit proper people let's defund politics. Let's defund the news, so that it's not all based on clickbait, so that it's not all based on just like catchy headlines. Divisive news. More fear-based news. Are you low on fear today? Dude, if you want to watch something funny, you don't even need comedy no more. Just turn on the news. Watch any of your favorite channels, any of them. Right wing, left wing, watch any of them. I'll watch the Canadian news sometimes just to see what's going on, just so I can get a sense of, and I'll view that, and I'll look at what's going on in the streets, what's going on, and it's so far off of reality. Unbelievable. Jeez Louise. But things are moving along, and I'm an optimist. I'm a huge believer in people, and this isn't about left or right. This isn't about masks or not masks. This isn't about vaccines or anti-vaccines. Who's anti-vaccine, bro? Who's anti-vaccine? We've all been vaccinated throughout our lives with everything. This is not about, like, they'll make it in the news sound as if you're out there being selfish, getting people sick. It's on. How do you know who gave it to who? And what about the people who do get it and still pass it on? What about the people who get it and still have side effects? Well, it could have been way worse. He died. Hypothetically, if you died, well, anything could have caused it. That man was on his way. That lady, anything could have happened. If anything can happen, why can't I just take my own chances, dude? Why can't people just take their own chances? And the majority of the public is already vaccinated according to your stats, according to your charts. So either that's the case, or not. People aren't getting vaccinated, and you still need a certain quota hit. None of it makes sense, really. But this is where we're at. So in this world, let's try to regain a little bit of common sense, people. Let's try to get back together, work together. Businesses, man. Businesses used to be all about concentrating around making money, not making life difficult for people. What are you doing out here? Go open up your restaurant, go open up your business, invite people in. Everything that you were doing before was just fine. Okay? All this extra little this, that, and the other, all these politics, this is just nonsense. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Jesus. You guys are unbelievable. But we'll roll with the punches, baby boy. Baby girl, I got your back, you got my back. Take your vitamins, go exercise. And also, live life, dude. We take risks on a regular. We take risks on a regular. But it should be up to us which risks we want to take. You know, some people want to go skydiving. Your boy's not into skydiving, okay? Are we going to stop people from skydiving, rollerblading, skinny dipping? You should be masked. You should be socially distant. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let's forget all the other implications that this massive hypnosis has had on people. Number of suicides have gone up. Businesses, mom and pops have closed left, right, and center. People are struggling. Gun violence is up, not because of guns, it's because people have had no idea where to make money. And they have to resort to doing crazy shit, which is not cool. But it's not because of guns, it's not because of anything else other than the lack of support and infrastructure to actually help people get uplifted. The wages in this city. Everybody's working 2-3 jobs. And that's become the norm. Everybody's working unstable, gig type work, and everybody's doing 2-3 jobs, and you know, everybody's got it in it. Hustling, just go get it, tiger, go get it. And I'm a huge believer of hard work and determination and pulling yourself, you know, out of whatever situation you're in. This is about balance. People have shown so much, people have given so much, yet there's now like one little bit of wiggle room from the authorities, from the top down. Everybody's doubling down. Everybody's doubling down. My God. It's unbelievable. And this is exactly the type of thing that people should be aware of, that people should be concerned about, because if it happens once, it can happen again. And I honestly have lost so much faith in the news media outlets. You'll have to, like, you know, you want to be a little bit informed. You have to glance at things or read things every once in a while just to get a feel for things. But whichever news media outlet you go to is extremely biased. It's just one-sided. It's literally a group of people just creating a story. It's not even news anymore. It's just stories, and it's clickbait, and who sells the most online papers or actual papers or headlines, and who gets the most attraction. They're fighting for our attention. They're fighting for our attention, and it's kind of funny, sad, funny, and at the same time, the only thing that we can do back is be that counterweight, be that voice of reason ourselves. We gotta get, and that's why I encourage everybody to go out there, do whatever you can to be the best version of yourself, uplift your community, support each other, and we should just be wiser when it comes to, you know, next time rolling down, whether we do have an election in Canada or anywhere else, whether it's now or in 2 years or 3 years, we're down, and we should just be selecting better people. We should be defunding politics. We should be getting rid of lobbyists. We should be getting rid of interest groups. We should be getting rid of money in general. And like the way we campaign here in Canada and the US, the character assassinations that we do when it comes to elections, people like shit talking about each other. Like, you're politicians. What are you doing? Leave the shit talking to the storytellers and the comics, or the wannabe comics. Okay? What are you doing? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. I want you to go out there and have a ton of fun, man. Have a ton of fun, enjoy your lives. Summer is almost over, but we're gonna be rocking and rolling through fall, through winter. Spring's gonna be back again in no time, and we're still, you know, enjoy it. We've got a few more weeks here in Canada, at least, that it's gonna be pleasant outside. So enjoy as much as you can. Get out there, because you never know when they'll hit you up with another lockdown, with another fourth wave or a fifth wave. If we let them, like, they'll just be waving till like 2025 if we let them. So have each other's back, support each other, enjoy your lives, and keep it silly Billy out there. Keep it silly Billy out there, baby. If you like these videos, hit the like button on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, search Rob Sadri on YouTube so you get the full-length videos. If you want to support your boy, go ahead and check out Patreon. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We tackle everything and nothing, baby. Hit these like buttons if you are having trouble conceiving. Hit the like buttons if you're having trouble aborting. Hit the like buttons if you'd like to grow an inch. Hit the like buttons if you're having trouble losing weight. The fat will just melt right off of you. Hit the like button if you've got enemies. Hit the like button if you've got, you know, if you love your mama and your grandma and your grandpa. Hit the like button if you got friends that you love. Hit the like button, because it's just what it is. It'll make you feel better, it'll make them feel better, and then talk about it, okay? Instead of talking about this, that, and the other, instead of buying into the not, think a little bit for yourselves. Please think a little bit for yourselves, and I know for the most part everybody is, but we gotta voice ourselves more so that there's not just one sort of rhetoric or one sort of voice, and it's just from corporate media and it's always top down. So hit those like buttons, follow me, support your boy, go out there and get it, and I'll be back again here for Saturday, the Patreon edition. Who knows what we're gonna get up to, baby boy, baby girl. Stay safe out there. Talk soon. Peace out.